13, verse 9. Now, your people actually did this to the same people. Right. You don't know that saying? You got another verse. Right in his word. Your people did this to the same people. Christ speaks. Jesus speaks. God actually, Christ, where living. What's verse 9? Christ said about people that did this to his people. Read Revelation chapter 13, verse 9. How y'all feel about this? I feel bad about it. Right? What y'all do to, to suppress your feelings of being bad? What y'all do? How do you, get your Christians? What do you do to help? What have y'all done for the black community? So-called black community? Nothing. You don't feel bad enough, then. I feel bad. If I feel bad about something, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna try to change. You got the Humane Society, you see a stray cat or something. Right down call the animal control, get the cat off the code. Right? They see all this. Read that. Revelation 13 and 9, right? If any man have an ear, let him hear. Right, y'all have ears. Two holes on the side of your head. Read. He that leadeth into captivity. If a nation of people lead another nation into captivity, let's see the judgment. Shall go into captivity. How y'all feel about it? Just recompense. The righteous judgment for putting another people in slavery. How y'all feel? Y'all care about that? Don't understand what I'm saying? Let's read it one more time. He that leadeth into captivity. Like, what people into slavery, right? Let's see what Christ said has to happen to people that do that. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Shall go into captivity. They say they have to go into captivity. Now, how do y'all feel about it? That's not right. So that's not right? Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. Right. So y'all feel like that should happen. So you guys have to go to slavery. Right? So it'll only be fair. How you feel about that? You don't know how you feel about that? Your people put the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans into slavery. So for doing that, God said you have to go to slavery. That don't sound right. He said it sounds fair. How about you? Sound fair? So if that should happen to your people, you agree? That should happen to you? You should be in the cotton field? Yeah. Yeah? You gonna like that? We good slave owners. We good slave masters. Right? We're not gonna damn buck break you like your forefathers. Right? Or cut your brother's face off and then wear it and then buck break. All right? We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna hang you unjustly. It's like, yeah, go pick somebody to hang. Tell little Miss Mary Sue. Go pick somebody to hang that you want to see on. And we're gonna have a picnic. We're not gonna do that. Right? We're gonna say, look, get my work done. Got to do this, that, and the third. Pick some apples off the apple. Strawberries. Things of that nature. And guess what? You might get like an hour of rest. And that's it. Get back to work. All right? We had no rest. Right? We had to hear our women get taken from our houses, right? Going to the big house. And now she mad at us because we couldn't do nothing about it. Why you ain't saving me? Well, I'm in captivity too.
That's right.
And that gotta happen to God though. Or y'all might just end up dead. Let's see what else the Lord said. He that killeth with the sword, if your people killed with the sword, read, must be killed with the sword. Must be what? Must be killed with the sword. Then your people rape, rob, and murder to get America. You know, we Shamar was just talking about that. The Seminoles are still at war with the so-called white man. They never signed a peace treaty. Never signed any bill. Right? They're still at war with them. They kill them over and over. Yeah. Further tears. Right? All their veil breaks loose with the so-called white man. right? They kill, they steal, they murder, right? So the Lord says, for doing that, they have to be killed. How y'all feel about that? That's fair, right? It's fair. Give me Galatians 6 and 7. It is fair, right? Y'all believe in the Bible still after hearing that? You do? You do too? All right.
Galatians chapter 6, verse 7.
Bring it out.
In the New Testament. In my Lord. And it reads. Be not deceived.
Don't be deceived.
God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that will he also reap.
So the white man sold rape, rob, murder. So that's what they have to reach. Same thing. They have to murder. They have to kill. Like the Lord said, you said actually, it has to happen. Right? I want to see America formulate the right. American dominance. How old are they? 14. Hey, you gotta get out there and work. Hey, they took our kids and sold them to another plantation. Same with your parents' kids. We gotta try to take y'all. Some selling to you. The Dynamo said, you want one of them from the Dynamo? Which one you want? Guess who? He wants you. He wants you. What about you? Who you want to be your master?
He got some, man. He got some.
I'm gonna let you choose. Which one? We're gonna beat the manliness into it. You're gonna get big. You know, you're gonna be picking the apple. You want this brother to stuff? I don't know. That's all still man right there. Make him mad. You the book of Isaiah 14, verse 21. Crazy.
Mad about it?
Are you sorry?
I'm sorry it happened.
Sorry it happened. Are you sorry that you're part of that nation?
Like, I didn't personally do it. I feel like the people who did it, they
Pay for it? Okay, let me throw an analogy out there. Say for instance, I have a house. Or you have a house. Let's say you have a house. So we live together, right? And then my family comes in there and they kind of say, hey, this is my house. And they kill you, right? They kick your kids out and they say this is mine. Down the line after I pass and I have kids, they have kids. And they say, well, this is my house, right? And your kids come back and they say, well, no, this is my house. Don't spoil this. What do you think should happen to the people that still in the house? You said they should what? Oh, they should return it to their own. So should any judgment be passed on our house, y'all cannot keep this house? No judgment should be passed for saying, no, you're not giving it back. It's like, no, I'm not giving it back. What should happen? I know they should get kicked out. They probably should get put to death for the sin of their forefathers. And that person that it was stolen from should get it restituted back to them. Right? Give me Isaiah 14. Yeah.
Isaiah chapter 14 and 21.
Right?
Prepare slaughter for his children.
Right? So the children have borne the sins of their father. Right? So those kids should get put to death. That's what should happen. Prepare slaughter for his children. You are the children of the slave owner. What's your last name? Peyton. What's it? What's your last name? Hudson. Listen, Peyton Hudson out here somewhere. Come here, brother. I got a question, brother.
yeah.
Real quick, brother. How do you feel about this, brother? They say they don't care about it. How you feel about it? Yeah, that's messed up, ain't it? They said they hate it. They said they wish it happened more. Right? They're racist, brother. So, brother, now, us knowing this,
Jacob. funny.
You said the power dynamic. You think those people are actually stronger than ever? Look at those two guys that you said that they were racist. And they love that this happened.
Nah, not necessarily. At the time.
I don't know, bro. I think it was a divine thing that happened. Now, what? You believe in the Bible? And did they ever teach you that you're God's chosen people? Yeah. Did they ever say that to you? They never said that. Did they ever tell you that Christ was a dark-skinned man? In the church, don't they be having that big old white Jesus up there? They have this guy. They have that guy. Let me show you something in the Bible. Go to the book of Deuteronomy. Let's start at 15. Let's take the last.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
When the Lord told us, He made us a covenant with Him. He said, y'all don't listen to God. This is Moses. Y'all don't listen to y'all power. Read.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
Y'all don't keep His commandments. The Lord gave us commandments. He said, look, don't keep His commandments, and I'm flexible. If y'all don't keep some of the commandments, don't do good. Like keep the Sabbath. It's a fun to do. Right? Things of that. But our people said, look, I don't want to do that. So He said, if y'all don't do that, I'm going to do it. Read.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Remember we said divine change, right? It's a divine punishment, a spiritual punishment that's going to happen to you. You understand that? Now, nobody brought this out in the church before that. They never said, let me bring out Deuteronomy 28 blank. They said, let's go to John 3:16. For God so loved the world. That's all they do. And what else they go to? They got Philippians 1. What 4? It's a lot. Philippians 4. 13. Say, yeah. I can do all things through Christ. Right? Jake say, they can do all things, but they still ain't slaves. Right? They ain't did nothing yet. Right? Because they love being under the oppressor. They had Stockholm syndrome. And we got out of the maker. We actually read this and found out these curses were put upon us because we didn't want to keep God's commandments. And now we out here teaching that the Christian church is like, the Christian church will never do that. They will never do that. You and you own your nation is Christ. You're special. You're above every other nation. They're going to say we're all equal. Hey, I don't want to be equal to a man that damn
That's right.
damn cut off our head and put it on the wall. I don't want to be equal to them. I don't want to. You saw those two guys. You saw. I don't want to be equal. Like do you? Not at all. Because you chose, right? The Lord chose us. That's why we have these commandments. And that's why we don't want to be good spiritually. You drop that ring because you're
I got it in my bag.
Amos chapter 3 verse 1.
right out.
Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel. Therefore, I will credit you for all your iniquities.
No, you go.
You have kids, and they play with other kids are so bad. You're not gonna do nothing to them kids. Right? You gonna damn get up with your kids. Why you out there? If they gonna jump off the bridge, you gonna do it with them. That's my mama said. Right? Every so-called black mama that said that. Come on, when they do, it's not easy. So the Lord said, He only knows this. That's why I'm telling you. That's why I'm telling you. Because He's on Heavenly Father. You're not going to see a big old black man come off the side with a big old belt. He's not going to do that. Right? He's going to send these other nations, right, to punish him. And these punishments, right, we go back to, we can read them in the curses, right? Once we read these curses, we understand actually who we are. Because we're the only ones going to read this thing. Go to Deuteronomy 28. Start at 54.
Deuteronomy 28 and 54.
When you look at the news, and it's something about our people, what's that? Right. Hey. Like if I'm killing somebody, who is he killing? Is it another black man? Right? And if he is a domestic violence case, he beat up his white woman, or is it another so-called black man? Somebody he grow up in a house with our father on a large bad scale. No, we don't. They either locked up, they dead, or they dead right now. They either you got people making songs about this.
How you got to
So that people with that kid, they don't have a sword, they can get up, right? And then slide on my eye.
That's it.
That's all they talking about. Now let's see what the scripture says.
Deuteronomy 28 and 54.
This is one of the curses.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother.
What's going to happen?
His eye shall be evil towards his brother.
Black on black crime.
His eye shall be evil towards his brother.
This is all for a lot of money. Right? You can walk past the so-called white man. He gonna lie to you. When you got your smile, he gonna do that, right? But the so-called black man, he gonna look at you up and down, look at you, talk to you. I want them. You gonna be able to get a key or a girl and say girl. So he can come around. Right. Crazy story. They got a drop on his flexing everywhere. He from Tennessee. Right. He got a girl to kind of get in the car with him and set him up so he can come to rob him. That's what right, that's what the Lord said for him. For not keeping his commandments. Read.
His eye shall be evil towards his brother.
Read.
And towards the wife of his bosom. And towards the wife of his bosom.
One of the things Sean, he came in the house, tried me to pick up my son. Right, and he went to the baby, picked the son up, said, "Hey son," and he put him down. He said, "I'll be back next week to pick my son up."
Oh, that's what is that? That's don't shoot Jews. Yeah, that's a
So when, hey, that's all. Right?
Yeah.
He got, she's mad. All he did was pick him up.
Yeah.
Put him back down. Right? But the Lord, he said, we're going to have baby mamas. Right? We're going to have domestic violence in our house. A lot of brothers probably been seeing their parents or their dad and their stepmom or their mom and their stepdad trying to get into it. She punched the bag, scratching his face. She mad, he cheated. So now he punched her and he punched her. That's what we see going on. The white guy now was amazing. Tied her mother up to watch. He killed all the kids.
What do you mean by it's incomplete?
Eve, it's like a term we use like for women. You know, you got Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
And that's where we all come from. It's like you come from Jacob. You call it some place. This way.
Why not?
We go deeper than Adam. You couldn't say Adam. Another Adam. Everybody comes from Adam. You know what I mean? He comes from Jacob. He comes from Adam. When you got Esau, the so-called white man, he comes from Adam as well. You're not gonna call him Adam. You know, that's put up in one category.
So like, we come from Jacob.
We come from Jacob, right? This is showing you right here. Being under these curses. Right? We're talking about stuff that happened in our daily lives, right? And God told Moses to write this down because he said it's going to happen in the future. Right? If y'all don't keep my commandments. That's how we know we are these people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Keep reading. It's one more for you.
And for the remnant of his children,
He's going to have an evil eye towards his kid. Read.
which he shall lead,
Which he shall what?
which he shall lead,
Stay and raise.
which he shall
Going
lead,
to get the milk.
which he shall lead,
Playing catch.
Which he shall lead.
He said he's going to lead his kid. You know who lead his kid? Right, both of the parents were together.
Yeah.
And that's a blessing.
Right.
That's a blessing in disguise. People don't even understand how many of our people don't grow up with both parents. Right? And it's sad. You know what I mean? Because we're actually under these curses. That's how we identify and know that we are these people. Right? And you feel that still because that stuff still go around. You probably got cousins. And my cousin, dad died when he was 10. He got killed with an AK. You feel me? Right? So, hey, that stuff happened in our household. And we can feel for our people because we grew up around. White man can't hear that. Oh, yeah, that's me. That's our people. Us. You and me and you. No, that's not what's happening. These curses fit our people. And we the only ones that feel them. That's how we know we these people. So what would your race be knowing these curses fit us and God said it's going to happen to the Israelites? You still be a black dude, man. Right? Would you be an Israelite man? Right? Would you be an Afro-American? Would you be an Indian? What are you? You don't know, brother? I'm going to show you something. Go to verse 16. This guy that put the nail in the coffin. And when I heard this, I know every brother when they heard this verse, they said, damn. They read that, they said, damn, hey, we went to slavery. Let's read. Give me the book of Exodus 22. Bring that up.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68.
Right out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Now, you said you grew up in the church.
Yeah.
Now, what did Moses have to do to the Israelites? Free them from what? Slavery. And where were they slaves at? In Egypt. Right. So the Lord said he gonna bring, hey, if y'all don't keep my commandments, y'all gonna go back into that Egypt. Right? Now, do you think the Lord is physically talking about Egypt and homeland? Or is he saying y'all gonna go back into slavery? He said y'all gonna go back into slavery.
Yeah.
So he said, bring it on one more time. He was something.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt
He
again.
said, y'all gonna go to Egypt again, slavery again, but this time with what?
With shit.
With what?
With
With
shit.
With what?
With
With
shit.
shit.
He said, y'all gonna go to slavery with shit. They can walk. They walked out of Egypt, right? They can literally walk to Egypt. Christ, when he was born, Herod tried to kill him. He fled into Egypt, right? They don't have to take a shit, right? So the Lord said, y'all gonna go to slavery on shit if y'all don't keep my commandments. Who did that happen? Having an argument. Let's turn this over one more time. Look at the bottom. You ever opened a pack of sardines before? Nah. Packed in there, real tight. Right? That's how we was on them boats. Right?
Yeah.
That's what they did to our people. But the Lord did this also. Because we didn't want to listen to it. Is this true in the Bible? Let's start saying something that's true.
I mean, you're saying a lot. You're saying a lot of stuff that is true.
Fact.
Yeah, nah.
You can't
You was
listen to
saying
all
some
this.
stuff. Yeah, you
Can't
was.
say it's a lie. That's how we know the Bible is the truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
So that's the truth. When that actually happened, right? That means we have to be those people. Right. You You know what I mean? So we can't be, because what's black? We're the black.
I guess it comes from the way you describe them.
Or they just describe it.
Yeah.
Now, all they describe is black. And look at that. You know, we're not getting our brother to get lighter skin, right? But this brother is nowhere near black,
Yeah.
right? How would he be called black? You know what I mean? If he's light skinned.
Yeah.
That wouldn't make sense. That's a wrong color.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not black at all, either.
Yeah.
Like, I'm brown. You're brown. You know what I mean?
I get it.
So, what are they using that to describe it with? Why are they using that word to describe it? You know what black really means? It means void of light. Right? But the Lord said we the light of this world. You know what I mean?
I get it.
But guess what they say? We white. Meaning we're pure.
Yeah.
Hey, they nowhere near pure. They're the devils that the Bible speaks of. Right? They're the deceivers of the whole world. They told us we were black. They said we was African American.
Nah.
Right? Is it African American and they were two white people? Neil Street or African American? Those are two white people and two continents. How can we be African and American? That makes sense. That would be just a citizen. We're Americans or we're African. Right? By citizenship. But give me numbers when they need to.
Book of Numbers, chapter 1, verse 18.
Bring it on.
And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigree.
What?
Their pedigree.
Like your pedigree is your lineage. They declared the lineage by what?
After their families, by the house of their fathers.
Right, by the house of their fathers. Now you are who your father is. So our forefathers was like Africanus. We have still Africanus.
Yeah.
Or America that's it's not our forefathers. So how can that be our pedigree? How can that be our lineage? Our real lineage, we are the people of Israel. Like keep reading on this.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee,
Right?
thou shalt see it no more again.
Say, oh, well, slavery or slave ships and never see our homeland. Right? Have you ever seen your homeland, brother?
Nah.
You never even seen Africa. So even if you want to go that route, you never seen that. And our real homeland is the land of Israel. Right? Where the so-called Jewish land is inhabited. Right? The Lord also prophesied about that as well.
So you're saying the people in Israel are Jewish?
So what was that?
Saying the people in Israel right now.
Give me Luke 21 to 22. Show you something. You can find every answer to any question that you have in the Bible.
That's right.
Go to Luke 21 to 22.
Book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 24.
Right?
And it reads, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword.
Right? Our people have been falling by the way of the sword. Right? We've been dying day and night. Right? Every single day. We've killed some people like Poland. Saw brothers inside the head. Right? On the ground. Oh, we take a view of it. Right? We were falling by the edge of the sword.
And shall be led away captive.
Shall be what?
And
Shall be led away captive. Shall be led away captive.
into all nations.
Right, that's why we're scattered throughout the whole earth. Right? You go anywhere you see a black man, or Native American, or Hispanic, read.
And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles.
Tell me what?
Trodden down of the
I'm
Gentiles.
saying Jerusalem, the land of Israel, is going to be trodden down of the Gentiles. Right?
Trodden down.
Meaning they're going to be dwelling in that place. Right? They're going to be destroying that place. Right now they have a city called Pink City. Right? Why do they have a city called Pink City? And they're God's chosen people. Right? Are they supposed to be keeping the commandments of God? But they're over there doing things that God said don't do. You know what I mean?
I really mean.
Aren't they over there killing babies? When the Lord say, yeah, go over there and find babies. He never said do that. Right? You read that?
And it reads, until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
Right, so right now we're the time of the Gentiles. Right? The Gentiles are the other nations. Right? The top other nations, other than, you got the so-called African man, Chinese man. The top nation of the world is the so-called white nation, which are the Edomites, according to the Bible. Are evil twins. Right? They're the Edomites. You understand that? And they're trying Jerusalem down. They're destroying our land and taking up all the brothers out here for years. They're destroying our land. The Lord said the time of the Gentiles is right now and it has to be here. And after that, we're going to be back. So those people over there, they're too big. Right? If I said you're childish, what does that mean?
Childish?
Yeah, you're childish. Yeah, like I'm saying, this brother childish.
I mean, that's an insult.
Yeah, it's an insult, but what does it mean? He acts like a child.
Yeah.
Right? So, is he a child?
Nah.
No, he's not a child. He's a grown man. He got a mustache, beard, things of that nature.
Yeah.
Right? Brother got a son. Right? You're sure not a child.
Yeah.
Right? You got a quick kid.
It's the book of Revelations, chapter 2.
Hold that real quick. Right? But if I said you're Jewish, what does that mean?
Means you're Jewish.
Acting like what? Because if it's childish, you're acting like a child.
I guess you act Jewish.
You're acting like a Jew.
Yeah.
Right? 'Cause we are the Jews. We're not the Jewish. Right? We're not Jewish. Right? Let's see this scripture.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 2, and verse number 9.
Right?
I know thy works, and tribulation, and poverty,
And what?
and poverty,
The real Jews are in what?
and poverty.
Right? The real Jews are going through poverty right now. We're going through tribulation. We're going through affliction. We at the bottom. Right? But what?
But thou art rich.
But through the Spirit we're rich. The Lord said the kingdom of heaven is in us. Read.
And I know the blasphemy,
The what?
the blasphemy
The Lord said he knows the lie. Read.
of them which say they are Jews and are
No,
not,
they the Jews.
and are not,
Jewish people.
and are not,
God's chosen.
and are not,
It said they are not the Jews. But what?
but are the synagogue of Satan.
But they the synagogue of Satan. The
All right.
chief place of where Satan is dwelling at.
That should go hard.
When you think about God, you're going to think about the children of Israel, how he works with us, right? Because we're his chosen people. And when you go to Satan, Satan chose the people, so-called white men, right? Aren't they red? When they paint the picture of Satan, red man with blue, and with a picture. And they're the same thing. They get, what do they call them now? Red.
Yeah.
What do they call them now?
Because they get red.
Because they're red.
Yeah.
And really the red people, they're not they was people white colors. They should have picked them red, us brown. They call the Chinese people yellow. They still have different colors within those places. That's why you still have to go back to the seed line of the bottom. And nonetheless, those Jews are the real Jews. Did they go to slavery on ships?
Nah.
Do they hate their brother? Do they have baby mama drama? Here, a Jewish man on the phone. Yeah, my damn baby mama tripping. He got the curls. He got the damn hat on with his damn suit and the zizzits, the white strings on him. He said, yeah, my baby mama tripping. I can't stand this B-word. Right? You don't hear him doing that. Bro.
Nah.
So,
Well,
yeah, I'm about to go home to the Yakba head, right? And we about to be good. You know? That's what they say.
alright, well, it's next time, yeah, but
You
I'm
look
cool
just
as
like though, brother, all right? What's your race? You like a flyer? You gonna say you black, brother? After all of that, brother, you wasted all that breath. You do not be fine.
I gotta go, bro.
Brother, you an Israelite, brother. What power is in black? Black power is in black. What the hell is that?
So when they say black power, like the East Indians are included in that black power?
Gotta be. What about the Africans? Chinese people are black. Hey, you remember that the Arab guy that we was talking to that one time? Rakam, remember that, brother? How you doing, brother? You all right? You care about the Bible, brother? You want to talk about it? Rakam, you remember that Arab we was talking to? The group of Arabs? We thought he was a brother. Right? He looked like a brother. Well, I mean, he was Islam. Right? So is he part of Black Power with the fist? What is this? What's this gonna do for us? He got the Black Panther movement coming back out. And now they try to include everybody still. Right? But that's not really how the Black Panther Party get down. They're against the government. Right? And they are for their people and we build them back there. But they're against the government. So anybody that's against the government and the system, they're gonna allow them in. Right? But we against all that. We against the Edomites.
Right.
We against all the other nations. We against these people right here. Unless he's Israelite. What's your ethnicity? What are thou? Right? I would say that the Lord made that for. First of all, it has nothing to do with the Bible. And I use the Bible. You're gonna do one of these, doing this. They got the damn paddle. Power to the people. That's what they doing. Okay, but bring that up. Yeah, start at 25. And this one we was bringing up last week.
But Matthew chapter 5, verse 25.
That's like John. Waste of breath. All of that. For him to say, you saw he almost said it too. He said, I'm an Israelite. I'm going to stick with black. Man, bring that up.
John chapter 5, verse 25. Read. Verily, verily, I say unto you, the hour is coming, and now is when the dead shall hear the voice of the Son of God.
Like it shouts, hear the voice of the Son of God. Hey, he heard everything we said on the front of it. On the spiritual level, he didn't hear the word of the Son of God. He didn't hear the word. He asked all these questions. Hey, family, I can ask y'all a question. I ask y'all one question. See that? Then two backpacks called the green backpacks. What are you doing? Hear the word, brother. Bring that up.
Verily, verily, I say unto you, the hour is coming, and now is when the dead shall hear the voice of the Son of God.
Right?
And they that hear shall live.
And they that what?
And
They that hear shall live.
They that what?
And
They that hear shall live.
They that hear shall live. Right? That's why you got that term in the world too. Brothers you can say, like, you feel me? You feel what I'm saying? And you're not hearing it if you don't feel it. Lord said, hey, you gotta hear this word. You gotta feel this word. You gotta suck it for you to live. Right? You're not gonna live if you damn just, yeah, I heard that, I heard what you said. Jewish man, yeah, that is happening. He literally said, yeah, that is true. Right? We said, I'm gonna stick with black. He said, what power is in black? Black power. That's man. Yeah, give me the book of Zephaniah 1:14. Give me the book of Zephaniah 1:14.
Verse 38 to read.
You know,
And when this was done, they praised the Lord Yahweh with songs and thanksgiving.
All glory, honor, and thanks and praise to the Yahweh
Right.
I misspoke earlier too. I said the Lord always said that one sincere spirit. Another one sincere. That was bad. All praises to the Lord. We're gonna get some more. We're gonna throw some more bait out there and get some more fish and give thanks to the Lord. Right? Even allowing us to come out here and preach to the Lord. Right? Read.
Who had done so great things for Israel.
God for Israel.
For Israel.
God for Moab.
For Israel.
God for Ammon.
For Israel.
Right? The Lord is doing great things for Israel. The Lord is not doing great things for Israel. He's actually tearing these other nations down.
That's right.
While building us up. The Lord said in the book of Daniel, he's going to set up a kingdom that shall never be taken down. Right? He said the saints of the Most High are going to take your kingdom. Right? What kingdom are we going to take? We're going to take all these kingdoms in the world, right? Take all their riches, all their damn gold, all the people, all the cattle, taking everything, right? And we're going to rule them over. And it's going to be ours. And they have to be our slaves.
Right.
Right? That's the victory that's coming. Right? That's the kingdom that's coming.
And giving them the victory.
Right? The Lord is going to give us the victory. And the victory is being over your oppression. The victory is being over sin and not spiritual. Having spiritual life. Right? The victory is them getting out of Jacob's trouble alive. I read this, man.
Book of Zephaniah, chapter 1, verse 14.
Bring it out.
The great day of the Lord is near.
The what?
The great day of the Lord is near.
The Lord says
The great day of the Lord is near.
The great day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Mashiach is near. It's upon all the heathen, upon all the wicked, and upon this wicked kingdom, right? It's near, right? Read.
It is near, and haste is great.
No, it's taking too long.
It is
Hey,
near,
and haste is great.
No, it's terror.
It is near,
And haste is great.
Us as a people, we have to have faith in the Lord, and we have to have work up to it. Right? Look it up.
Even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly.
What?
The mighty man shall cry there bitterly.
What?
The mighty man shall cry there bitterly.
All the mighty men of these other nations are going to cry bitterly when they see a black man carry this guy's blood to come and kill them. And with that, we give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh Mashiach for coming up shots. Kum Yashala!
Kum Yashala! Kum Yashala! Kum Yashala!
Are hearing another mighty Sabbath? Right. Let's get the book of Matthew chapter 24 and verse 13. Matthew 24 verse 13. There's a lot going on in this book. All hell is actually breaking loose. Nothing clear, so it's typical when one thinks all hell is breaking loose. You think people running up and down the street. I got to do it. The building's already come. When the Lord's already exploded from the inside, that's what comes out of the this system is out there and it's exploding from the inside. Out. This now recently, as of today, basically, gold and silver is paid. Those are two strong people that the job is Spain. Gold and silver. These not that back down. These gold and silver. Why is it? Other This is the book of Job, chapter 10, verse 3.
I think that that's a very good point. It is. The world is fucked, and this is a lot of the reasons why. The Jews. The owners of the slave ships. And then, I'm good, Dad. Just keep walking, man. He's fine, don't worry. The people who, so right, it's a prostitution issue. It's the people who sell it and the people who buy it. It's a two-part issue, right?
What about your forefathers? Did they partake in that?
No, actually, my grandma was so poor that she was traded to a family that could afford food for her.
What's your last name?
Cook? Very boring.
Well, the thing is, I know a lot of black people with the last name.
Yeah.
What does that tell us?
That we are all derived from the same forefathers.
No, that's not the point at all.
Oh no, sorry, that made me out the point, but we all come from a relative.
Well, my point is that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, their names wasn't Cook. That's an English name.
Oh, it was changed. It's like, so
It was
when I went to
changed.
South Carolina, one of the beefs I had with the people giving tours is they kept calling the people who were obviously the slaves, kept calling them servants. And then I asked the person giving the tour why they didn't have last names, because I know they didn't give slave last names. And then I made them call them slaves. Because they were dodging around the
But
term.
then they end up giving them last names.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And now some of the
exactly,
so-called
yeah.
black people's last name is Cook. Your last name is Cook. Is that a coincidence?
No, not at all.
Not at all. Why?
Exactly.
The reason is because your forefathers had our people in slavery.
They certainly could have.
They certainly did. Not could have, they did.
Well, I mean, like my specific answers, but definitely like
You may
white
not have
people.
known all your answers, but
Oh,
nevertheless,
yeah.
I mean, it's no coincidence at all that there's black people's last name Cook and white people's
Oh,
last
yeah,
name
I
Cook.
imagine
That's
it's like
because they put our
my
people
specific-
in slavery.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you say it's a bad
Oh, yeah.
thing. You believe in God, divine punishment, divine judgment. As far as retribution, what do you believe in? How can you atone for this?
Yeah, that's a great question. I don't know. How do you right such a wrong? No, right? That's a great question.
Well, I mean, that's for you to kind of find out. That's for you to answer. Because we didn't do anything. As
But
far
I
as
guess my
slavery.
question would be, what did I do?
What did you do?
I'm atoning for the wrongs of others, right?
And for your forefathers. How are you going to do that?
But not my personal forefathers, because I can tell you my personal lineage never owned a slave.
Hold on. If my father beat your ass for no reason, and I would feel, somewhat condemned.
would
I
feel
would
it.
feel condemned. I would feel pretty bad. I'm like, damn, it's my bad. Why would I have to apologize for something my forefather did? My father
You shouldn't have to,
But the thing is,
because you didn't do
hold
it.
on. The thing is, because guess what? We're family, right?
Well,
And when
yeah.
the Lord looks at nations, He looks at a nation, right? As far as judgment and what's going to happen to it. You understand?
My question was, I understand.
So
I
again,
agree with
that
you on
said, the so-called white people with the last name Cook, they're responsible
But is
for
it
this.
everybody just happens to have the last name? Or
Yes.
is it maybe...
Yeah, they all in, right? Y'all are a house. Hold on, you're a house, whether you divide it or not, you're a house, right? And as
Every
the house,
single...
you're going to be judged accordingly.
Every
That's what the house has done.
I
So if you
hear
have
you.
a son
But
in
my
your house,
question-
hold on, if you have a son in your house, you take your credit card and buy some Fortnite stuff, guess what? Your whole house is going to get jammed up, right? Because he's buying stuff without your authorization, right? So that's going to affect you and him and your wife
No, I
and
hear
your
you.
bills and everybody else.
Yes, right? Sins of the
So
father.
your house, exactly. Say it again.
Sins of the father.
All right, so you're familiar.
I know, I understand. No, this isn't
That's
this is just a conversation of understanding. There's no like combatant or anything.
Of course.
So my question would be, right, I agree with you. I think that is absolutely wrong, right? If somebody advocates for only someone else in any other past, I think you're fucked up. So my question would be, my personal responsibility is to, like, combat that, right? To be against, in a holistic form, to be against ownership of somebody, whether it's servitude, right? A indentured servant, which is just like, right, making someone a slave by paying them not enough to be able to, like, it's the same kind of thing. But if my personal bloodline has never owned any slaves, I would attack, right, people who advocate for that or think it's okay. But like, I've never personally owned anybody, and I've never advocated for that. But you're saying everyone who has the last name Cook, I'm related to in some way, or like,
And even outside of the last name, that's a white race. So we're going to show you something.
Genesis 5:7. Our fathers have sinned
Our forefathers have sins and what?
and are not,
Right?
and we have borne their iniquity.
Like you said it out your own mouth, we bear the sins of our forefathers. So as a result of bearing the sins of your forefathers, there must be a punishment for this new generation of white people. What must that punishment
But did all white people do it, or right, was the majority of white slave owners Europeans?
Are you
And
European?
Jews? No, I'm American.
Where did Americans come from?
I I know this thing.
No, yeah.
I know how far
Wait.
Hold on.
What's your name?
Sean Allen Cook.
Sean, where did the white Americans come from? What
But
continent?
all of us came from one continent.
I'm asking the question. I'm just asking a question. So it's Europe, right? So he said the Europe.
But every single European.
Okay. So, okay. No, go ahead.
I'm trying to ask a question. So it
never
comes down
stop.
to who owned them, right? So that would be Portuguese,
Right.
Spanish, Dutch.
All white. They're all white.
Every single white person is responsible for. So I'm responsible for what the president of France does now, because I'm a white person.
Yeah. Hey, you know what you can do? You know what the French? Hold on, I'm glad you brought that up. Hold on, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm trying to answer your question. You asked the question. You asked the question. I'm answering. You know what the French do? When their government is wicked,
They pour shit. They literally go to the. They drop shit and they. Yeah, no. They're the best
what they did
protesters in the world.
You know what they did back in the 17th century, 18th century? With wicked governments?
They chop their heads off.
All right.
They got a little
So it's
more.
something you can always do, right?
No, I
That's
agree.
my point.
No, but like, so my question would be like, right? So currently, the president of France, his wife is a man, right?
Right.
Yeah. So like.
Yeah, we know that. Yeah, we know that. He's a dude, right?
He's a dude. He's obviously Brigitte is definitely Brent or whatever you want to call it. So, but right, we were. There's a bit of funniness to it. It's not funny, but this.
Go ahead.
So like the things that they're doing now today that I disagree with, how am I responsible for those people's actions?
Because y'all are all one.
Because I look like
y'all
them?
are all the same. Y'all are all the same spirit. You have to understand too, even on the higher spiritual level, America and Europe, they're the same entity. Y'all are the same faction. Y'all even have NATO. Y'all have the EU. Y'all trade with
But
each other.
we
Y'all have,
don't
hold on,
have
hold on,
that.
Hold on.
How is that a we? How do I have that?
Sean Cook.
Stop.
Y'all have.
You're a
Y'all
good
are
man.
the same.
You're a good man. Apologize. My bad.
The point is, the so-called white people have to go into
Understood.
slavery
Understood.
for what they did to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Americans. That's what the Bible tells us. Let's read out the Bible. You believe in the Bible, right?
Two.
You do. All three.
But this is a.
Okay,
Yes,
so if you
it's
believe in
a.
the Bible, surely you'll acknowledge in Proverbs 30 and 5 where it says, every word of God is pure. Right. So let's agree what's pure in the eyes of God. Right. Okay.
Have you guys ever heard of Cyrus Scofield?
captivity. Shall go into captivity.
What the Lord said?
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
So who led these people into slavery? The so-called white
Nobody that I know.
I don't really matter. I don't care if you know them or not. The thing is, the so-called white people led them into slavery. So as a result, thus says the Lord,
So my.
God must go into slavery. You believe in God, you gotta believe in that verse.
No, but my question is, so then, anything that anyone who, so your point being that everything that white people done is falls on every white person following them, correct?
Yes.
That's why I consider Jews in the Bible, right?
Well, if you guys are quoting the Bible, then you can look at Revelation 3:9 because that's not actually what the Jews are doing. That's what the Zionists are doing, right? This is where distinctions are important, right? Isn't the difference? But different. Hold on, hold on. Yeah, differences in people are important, right? Like cultural differences should be appreciated, and that's something that isn't here. That isn't happening enough right now.
Go to Genesis 25.
Is people, right, are putting people who are different, they're brushing them all with the same stroke, right? They're saying you're the same, right? That's a cultural issue, is not noticing differences. Right?
I'm listening to what you're
No, I'm asking like do you
If we all got
disagree?
cultural differences,
No, that people are saying like this person is the same as that person because they look the same.
you're talking about so-called Jewish people
No,
and
I'm
Portuguese
I'm
and
talking about
Europeans.
every single person, white, black, brown, on every color in the sun, Roy G. Biv, right? Saying because you look like this person, you are the same as that person.
I can't really answer your question if I don't understand. I don't know your
I'm
point.
trying to say that, right? So, right, what's wrong is for me to say that because you look like somebody, you behave like somebody, right? I don't know you, so I'm saying because you're a black person, you look like a black person, I know who's a bad person. Because I'm white, I'm responsible, right, for the behaviors of all of other white people because I look like them, correct?
It's not my point at all.
Is it because it...
Kind of deviated from the point.
No, that's
Do you know
what
my
I'm
point?
asking.
You remember my point?
Because I'm white, I'm responsible for the bigger white people.
Hold on. No, it's a greater point than that. That's what you're missing. The greater point is the so-called white people as a race, whether you knew them or not, whether you're related to them. You knew them, or it's like it. The point is, y'all are
Related somehow. Yep,
All right,
yep.
thank you.
Understood. Yep, yep.
As
So
a
I'm
result-
responsible, correct?
As a result, hold on. You can be responsible. As a result, you have to go into slavery. With your
I'm
forefathers
culpable.
did.
Sorry, that's what culpable.
You have to go into slavery. With your forefathers did.
Genesis 25:4, and for her days were to be delivered from the field, behold, there were winds in the womb, and the first came out red, all over. Came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bore him.
Yeah, so hold on, let me make sure.
Am I talking? Hold on, am I talking or not?
You're telling me
All
stuff,
right,
but I
hold
gotta
on,
make
hold
sure I
on, let me
understand
finish.
it before you tell me more.
finish.
If I don't understand, there's no
Let me
point.
finish, John.
I'm
Let me
clearly
say
not
something.
understanding what
You'll
you're
never know.
saying.
You'll never know this is weird. So again, you come from Esau. Esau is the progenitor of the white race. The Bible's not going to say 14.
So everybody back from then.
Listen.
I'm just trying to understand what you're saying.
You want to understand, you got to listen, right?
Well, I have been listening, but clearly I'm not getting it. Quite fully. So hold on. So what you're saying is that is the point back. That's the point back where I
As a
talk,
result
correct?
of y'all doing this, you're going into slavery. Do you agree you're going to go into slavery?
That I was born into slavery?
No, that you will go into slavery for what your forefathers did.
Why would I go? Why would you do two wrongs to make a right?
Found it.
Hold on. What does the Lord say? Is the Lord making two wrongs to make a right?
That's certainly your interpretation of it.
Interpretation. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. I mean, are you going
So-
to tell the
so-
Lord? Are you going to tell the Lord that that's wrong?
No, I'm not telling you that anything. I'm kind of asking to understand. Because clearly I don't have the same understanding. I'm trying to understand, right? So my question for you is, you're saying so every person who comes to Esau is responsible for every, especially not.
I'm done with my Series 7 and my
Oh
SI.
yeah, this is all I'm conversation. Because you're saying a lot of good stuff, but I gotta make sure I understand that it's going on. Are you wanting to say something?
Hold on. Is the father responsible for his house?
To an extent, yeah. Well,
That's your logic. That's your logic.
Well, like,
the Lord
right,
said different in Sirach 2:7.
do children leave the home at some point, right? Like I said, so you're saying that when a child leaves the home, the father is still responsible for them?
Father's always going to be responsible for his
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just trying to understand. I don't want to assume something about someone who's my first conversation with. I don't want to assume
Your
anything.
forefather is Esau, right? And your
At
forefather-
some point, yeah.
Your forefather is Esau, as well as those that run this government.
At some point, my father's Abraham, though.
As well as those that run this government, right?
No, yeah, but so hold on, right? So you're saying it comes from Esau, right? But who's his? Abraham's everybody's daddy, right?
No, Sean.
So you're telling me Ishmael and Isaac don't show him? Ishmael, no, if Ishmael and Isaac.
But it sounds
Hold
like
on.
what
I'm
you
trying-
sound like you're trying to
trying to
do,
finish the
Sean.
sentence.
What it sounds like you're trying to do is to lift this
No, I'm
this
trying to have a conversation with
responsibility
you.
of slavery and bring it to
So,
somebody else.
so my question is, right,
Trying to
so
wash your hands clean.
no, my hands are not.
Happened here. Well, what about Abraham? You all come from Abraham?
I'm trying to ask
Okay.
you questions.
You all come from Adam.
Hey, it's a
So what?
conversation.
Yeah, but
I'm just asking
I don't
questions.
know what you're arguing over.
I'm just trying to have a conversation with you. You guys
Go
want
ahead,
to?
go ahead.
I'm just trying to understand.
You need footage.
Yeah, I got it. So right. So if everybody comes from the same descent, Ishmael and Isaac, Ishmael and Isaac, they go from Abraham.
I just want to know what are you trying to get at?
So you're trying to point at Esau, correct? Right? Doesn't everybody come from?
Guess what? Ishmael. Yeah, hold on. Guess what?
Abraham is
Sure. Yeah,
everybody.
he's the father of nations.
Yes.
Guess. Hold on. Let me finish. Ishmael, the Edomites, all the nations are going to go into slavery. We're specifically talking about Jews. You just happen to be a white man, right? The Arabics, the Asians, the Moabites, the Hamites. They're all going into slavery. Right. Now what you saying?
So does the theory not apply to everybody, right? If it comes
Everybody
from
else,
everybody comes from Abraham. Hold on, everybody comes from Abraham, right?
We ain't got the
The same descendant. Everyone has the same descendant
That doesn't
of
matter.
Abraham.
Well,
Wait, hold on. Let me finish my point.
All
I'll
the
shut
people
up.
outside of this church are going into slavery.
That's
Do you
great.
understand?
I understand.
Do you understand
So
that
my
everybody?
hold on, let me finish my question.
Do you understand everybody outside this church is going into slavery? No. Do you understand this?
Okay, so when he wants to finish,
No, I need
it's
you.
yes, but
John,
when I
need
want to
you
finish, it's a
understand
no.
this. John, I need you to
I gotta
understand
finish my
this.
question.
Do you understand this?
Yes, I understand
All
it. Let me finish my question,
Good.
please. So you're saying everyone comes from Abraham, right? His wife, and they're all responsible. But if everybody comes from Abraham, right, who's the father of us, how does the same theory not apply?
Different nations. It's Abraham and Edomite.
It's in what?
It's Abraham and Edomite. Alright? They're different nations.
Well, Israel and Isaac both come from Abraham.
Okay, but
So the nation of
listen.
so the nation
You
of
don't make any
Islam,
sense, but you're not making any sense.
the
Ishmael
nation
and
of
Isaac.
Islam comes from Abraham and the
Ishmael
people
and
who-
Isaac, are they the same nation?
They come from the same
Are they the same
father.
nation?
They come from the same
Read
father.
that again.
I know the Bible.
No, you don't.
Chapter 25,
The same
verse
father.
24. And when her days were delivered, there were twins in her womb. And the first came up red like a
The Lord already said that there's one nation. Hey, you going into slavery? Right. Going into slavery. Right. You have no understanding of life. See, look at Phil mad. He ain't all mad. Hey, man, you going into slavery, man. So like it reads, man. And the Lord said there be two manner of nations in your womb. You're doing everything but holding yourself accountable. Bring out Job chapter 10, verse 3. Esau, that's the so-called white man. That's how I know you did it. Now, you could have went deeper and say, well, you did it in your past life. He's not going to understand. But nevertheless, your race got to go to sleep. The Arabs got to go to sleep. Every nation that did this to these people must go into captivity. It's not too hard. It's not a hard concept. It's not complex. It's not difficult. It's plain upon tables. Any other question outside of that is you can get landed to the point. And not trying to hold yourself accountable or responsible. And you will simply say that we're all the same.
This is the book of Job, chapter 10, and verse 3. Bring it out. Is it good unto thee that thou shouldest oppress?
What did it say?
That thou shouldest oppress.
The Lord said, this is good unto me that thou shouldest oppress. La'ah. That's a rhetorical question, man. Is this good? La'ah. If it's not good, then what must you do next? Hold yourself accountable. But we don't expect that from the so-called white man at all. That's why he says there's no such thing as great. That's why he says, oh, you guys can figure it out. Right. We're all equal now. We got a job, right? He can't hold himself accountable. What happened with the Epstein list? Oh, look, will hold themselves accountable. Oh, it's AI, it's made up. You got it. That's weird. I was going to say that too.
How they gonna no.
If we all come from Adam, now we. I told you that in the book of Acts. Okay, and well, we have received the same inheritance. But I thought Israel already yeah, that's our inheritance. It's under the most. It's contract. That means so what dealings do we have with you? And the same breath we apply to those heathens, what dealings should we have with you? You have no part or lot in doing this people. That's what they talk about. And that's what purpose do you have with us? Bringing up our people and resurrecting the dead.
His whole point too is that just because we don't look the same, that means it don't matter. We still are the same people. But if you bring
that logic to slavery, it didn't matter. We're not the same. We don't belong to.
Wasn't on white people. I want to relate to them all, but the Europeans are different than Americans, and then this. Just say yes. Yes, I have to go into slavery. You get so much farther in life by being humble and acknowledging the truth. You got it.
Book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
That ended
Second Timothy chapter 4.
It's the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 4 and verse number 2.
Read out.
Preach the word. Preach the word. Preach the word. Be instant in season, out of season. Reprove. Reprove. Rebuke. Exhort with all long suffering and doctrine.
So in these different issues, these different leaders, we will still uphold as stewards of God's life.
Right.
Right. No matter how close. Right. Still enjoy it. We have to continue to build up our people. No matter what we do, no matter what condition, we have to still put in.
For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itchy ears. Having itching ears.
That's right.
And they shall turn away their ears from the truth. And they shall turn away their ears from the truth.
Knowledge is truth.
And shall be turned unto fables.
That's right.
Right. And the reason they came up with the
Bring it out.
I have preached righteousness.
I have what?
I have preached righteousness. That's right. Right.
I have preached righteousness in a great congregation.
What?
In a great congregation.
Then the nation's business must
Lord, I have not trained my lips. I have what? I have not trained my lips. Oh, y'all know. I have not been that righteous. What? I have not been that righteous.
That's all. Right.
They ain't got anything to say.
See that?
They got a whole list. A list of things.
That's right.
Things they
Say what you think he said.
Right.
They don't move that spirit.
Right.
Hey, say something else.
Right.
If you truly want to see growth, speak up. Right. Ephesians chapter 4. If you truly want to see growth, speak up.
Right.
So don't say it's not right.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, and verse number 13.
Bring it up.
Till we all come in the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of God, unto a perfect man, unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of Hamashiach Yahushua, that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, and carried about with every wind of doctrine. This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 4 and verse 11. And he gave some apostles, and some prophets, and some evangelists, and some pastors and teachers for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry.
The Lord, he gave us different offices to magnify, build up, right? People of Israel. He set these different gifts and talents in us. And it's up to us for
Right.
they want to be the next prophet because they think this is right.
Right.
Ah.
Right.
This might be your you probably might be scribe.
Right.
You might be made to be just a reader, right?
Right.
Or a reporter,
Right.
you know? You might be made for this.
Right.
You might be made to orchestrate the feast days and things of the nature.
Right.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Right.
Anything.
Right.
We have to stop trying to go outside of what black outside. Yeah, you force the person.
Right.
And you don't know what the most I have.
Right.
That's why a lot of times when rather in the scriptures, you see different men set up by the most high. David, he was a shepherd. But God is a sheep and things that they don't have.
Right.
Right. He chooses to do right.
Right.
He didn't choose to
At all.
Don't strive to be something that you're not just because you're an expert.
Right.
Fulfill your own office and responsibility.
Right.
Use what you can to build up the ministry and sincerity. Be genuine. Right.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 4 and 11 from the top. And he gave some apostles, and some prophets, and some evangelists, and some pastors and teachers for the perfecting of the saints.
This is all for us to be effective. And you can't be effective if you're not speaking up. If you're not speaking up for right, there's no way in hell you can be effective.
At all.
You just hold your tongue. There's no way you can be effective.
For the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Christ.
And that word edify means to build. A lot of people see the things that's wrong with their house, and they're just too complacent and stagnant and don't want to put up the hammer. They don't want to put the work in to build a house.
Right.
They see his damn holes in that wall. They don't want to put it in the wall.
At all.
You got a whole damn leak in yourself. You're not fixing it. You're kind of hearing the water drop, things of that nature. Put a bucket to it. Yeah, you put a bucket under it. Get some duct tape over it.
Right.
That's not how you fix it.
Right.
You know? Go get the proper things to fix things. Don't just let your house damn fall. Get proper stuff.
It's the same thing as sweeping stuff on the grill.
Yeah.
You don't trip over it.
Yeah, a lot of times when you sweep things under the rug, eventually they end up eventually it ends up being a stumbling block.
Right.
They're adding more black problem.
Right.
You got some people that just add and flex it. It just doesn't need built.
That's right.
Yeah, I read in this book about her name is Brianna West. It's called The Mountain of Youth. And they go over to having things organized, having your environment clean, just so it's not. Right. Because a lot of times when your environment is cluttered, your mind is cluttered. Right. You can't focus like you need to. Right. So you need to kind of organize these things when you set up your proper way. You have to set up the environment benefit of the spirit. Right? These are things you have to do. You can't have your house all cluttered and dirty. Expect to have good results. Read that.
Book of Proverbs chapter 24, verse 30.
Bring it out.
I went by the field of salt, and by the vineyard of the man brought it to his men. And lo, it was all grown over with thorns, and needles had covered the places thereof.
Solomon, he was wise. He learned from a lot of different things. Not just animals, but even from a video that has been overgrown with elements. And he learned from these things. That's what he was learning from the book, right?
And the stone wall thereof broken down. When I saw, I considered it well, and looked upon it, and received instruction.
So you have to receive instruction from the Spirit. Don't just let these things go by you. And take careful thought and have a course of action to better these things. But like I was just going to get the second thing, first thing, chapter 22. Like I said.
This is the book of 1 Kings, chapter 22, and verse number 14. And Micaiah said, as the Lord liveth, what the Lord saith unto me, that will I speak.
That will I speak.
You have to speak about this. Imagine before them. Imagine you just saying all hell was breaking news. He didn't put his hands towards the work. It's a purpose of the book. Say all hell was breaking news.
That's right.
So you see something wrong, speak up. If you want to see change, speak up. If you want to see growth, speak up.
That's right.
Stop holding your damn tongue. Right. Get Sirach chapter 13. Sirach chapter 13. A lot of men are too bashful.
Right.
They don't want the attention. So-called attention.
That's right. I don't want no problems.
They don't want no problem. They sometimes they get scared.
Fearful.
A lot of times we didn't grow up correctly. We didn't grow up having those tough conversations.
At all.
That's something we didn't grow up with. You know? We have to get better.
Right. Chapter 30, verse 7.
Bring it out.
32, speak, young man.
Do what?
Speak, young man.
Scripture says,
Speak, young man.
If there be need of thee.
If you what?
If there be
Need of thee.
And it is neither. There's a lot of things just, nobody's perfect. We all striving to be. The only way we're going to prove is that true potential is in Jesus Christ. What do you feel about speaking? Not minutes to be in that.
We're reluctant to draw attention to us. Shine. Gotta bring see that?
See all hell breaking loose. Right? You see a brother down flirting with everybody upstairs. You just mind my business. You just mind my business. That ain't me. I shouldn't be. That's them.
Who am I?
I'm speaking every time. The scriptures command us to speak. If it's something wrong, then you get better. This thing is brothers who are better. And y'all, hey, man, stop. Oh, it is what it is. Right. I don't care if
Got duty.
Stop making me speak up if I feel better.
Right.
It's not the right season. Talk. Hey, I don't respect it. Man ain't speaking up, I don't respect it. Because if you see my life is in danger, or you see I'm not doing something I need to be doing to you and have a problem, you're not speaking up. Wait your brother's keeper. Right?
Like I said, it's time. That's what I'm saying. It's not time. Say right, chapter 32, verse 7. Speak, young man. What?
Speak, young man.
And every need be to be. And yet the scarcity when thou art twice asked.
We have to speak on that occasion. Some just holding your tongue. Right? Some you could be known for fight, but you don't want to say this. Then when some say much, he ain't got nothing to say. Hey, don't post his brother. Stop it. You should be fighting for him. We all do it. None of us is like we're not on the same standard as outside. We all can approve of something. We all can approve of something. So if your closest brother not saying something to you, hey.
This guy.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, and verse number 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman. I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life.
What? To save his life.
The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand.
And that's brother's problem. And sisters, they don't understand the weight of correcting school. They don't understand the weight of holding back with God. That blood is on your hands.
That's right.
You not speaking that. Right. You hearing that? Right. Taking hold of it.
Right.
Claiming it. Right. That's something you do when you're not speaking that. Right. So, hey, think about that next time. Don't just, hold the tongue and it's not the right time. Hey, it is the right time. Right. It is the right time. It says in the book of Sirach, you read on that Sirach chapter 32 verse 8, that sometimes wisdom can be shown for how to use this family. You know what it is? You. Whether right there and there. This will be this will be that next step. Right. Hold in the next week. Hold in for I'm telling them souls the next they'll talk to me. Text. Everybody got that time to text. Whatever the case is. Fitting me, I see. January 3rd, you were fitting me 27. That's 2022. It's 2020. It's COVID, you were fitting. You holding on to it. It's off. What Leviticus chapter 19 and 0. It's off.
Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 16. Bring it
up. No.
Thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer among thy people. Right? Neither shalt thou stand against the blood of thy neighbor.
You can't stand against the blood of our neighbor. You can't see something. You can't see their life in danger. You don't speak up. You don't have the actual tools to help them. You can't do that. That's even the law. So if you hold him back in his family, if your brother is in error, you can be reporting. You go to that law. Multiple cases. So let's go to imagine if Daniel would ever go. Imagine if he would have seen that wicked elders doing their thing. He said, this is what this is. That's the that's a weird spirit to be in.
That's right.
One thing about me, I don't like weird spirits.
Man.
A lot of weird spirits be wrong. I don't like it.
At all. At all.
chapter.
This is the history of Susanna, verse number 42. Then Susanna cried out with a loud voice and said, O everlasting God, that knoweth the secrets and knoweth all things before they be, thou knowest that they have borne false witness against me, and behold, I must die. Whereas I never did such things as these men have maliciously invented against me. And the Lord heard her voice. Therefore, when she was led to be put to death, the Lord raised up the Holy Spirit of a young youth whose name was Daniel. Who cried with a loud voice, I am clear from the blood of this woman. I am clear from the blood of this woman.
That's the same. That's how we was. He wasn't kind of speaking up in the time.
Then all the people turned them toward him and said, what mean these words that thou hast spoken? So he standing in the midst of them said, are ye such fools, ye sons of Israel, that without examination or knowledge of the truth, ye have condemned a daughter of Israel?
That's what happens a lot of times. A lot of times people fail to examine the matter. They fail to look at it from different perspectives.
Right.
They see certain things unfolding and they don't realize how the discernment to understand why this person may be. You know? They just turn the blind eye to it. Speak up, brother.
That's right.
With careful examination. You know, don't just go to the brother and you ain't examine how he's doing. You don't know what the hell is going on. You just want to say something. Why brother you be hasty to it? How he just examine the matter? You know? They just, well, but y'all see you do this, and they don't even know why the hell you did that. Right? Giving them judgments, they don't even know why the person is doing it. It's for.
Imagine, you know, like it's like the leader is straight. They all like down, all the worship outside, so pray to your outside, and we just say, yeah, you know, they right, and that's the brother, that's the source, that's the elder, and then cross-examine the elder, which was off. They gave him respect the person.
Right. A lot of times that happens. Like they deem so value. They don't see right. Okay. That's all. It's not just my personal feelings. I don't like you wearing the coat. So many people is time to no! I don't rebuke you, Dustin. You gotta bring it. It's not your responsibility.
Isaiah chapter 62, verse 6.
Bring it out.
I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace.
We shall never hold their peace.
Day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord.
What? Ye that make mention of the Lord.
Right.
Imagine if the lake never spoke. Imagine if Ezra never spoke. If he Daniel, it's like an Ezra type of album. He had to speak up. He didn't speak up on that quick. He had them. speaking different languages, they were speaking up to other nations. And yet,
Isaiah 66, verse 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem.
oh, what?
Oh, Jerusalem! Huh?
Keeping out the scenery, what's going on, who's attacking, you know, what the elements are. Not even that time we were making
Which shall never hold their peace day nor night. He that maketh mention of the Lord, keep not silence.
Kom yaşa!
Kom yaşıl!
Kom yaşa!
Kom yaşıl!
Kom yaşa!
Kom yaşalı!